All right. This is a Google Slide presentation. We do this assignment every year. It's really fun. This is going to be the version for if you're using Google Slides. So anyway, what we're asking you to do is to make a family PowerPoint. Now, and the difference is going to be um, how we're going to do this. We're going to hyperlink some things and put some things together. So we're going to need some pictures. You can use your family pictures, or you can, as you see here, you can use pictures of a TV show of some sort. So there's the Big Bang. Here's Parks and Rec, uh, South Park, Cleveland Show. Yeah, so you see all those Modern Family. So you can use all those. You can also do your own pictures if you want to. Do a family tree of some sort. Again, so either way, it doesn't matter. What you're going to end up doing is making 10, she did 11, but a family slide, the first slide, with one, and this, I won't do this one because that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different members on it. So each of the 9 will have a slide there. Okay, so it'll be a total of 10. The main slide picture, and then one for each of the family members you want to use. Aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, great aunts, grandfathers, grandparents, stepdads, step-parents, step-brothers, sisters, anything. If you need to use friends, you can. Pets, whatever. Just so you can have a total of 10 slides. You will put a picture that represents either, like here's Savannah, or in this case, you'd have a picture of the dad, Neil, being the dad of the South Park. Okay, so whatever way you want to do it. Each picture will be represented, and this is just a text box that you have to put on there. So you'll say that. Then for each person, you'll have a slide. You'll have the picture that corresponds with them. So here's Savannah, the text box. So I'll show you when we set the actions buttons. You'll click on this, and it'll take you to Savannah's page, and you'll have the name. You'll have the picture that corresponds with who you're clicking and finding out more information about. And we're going to do these 4 things: birth date, birthplace, relationship, historical event. Okay, so then you just find those out. If you don't know, talk to your parents, talk to your, you can text them, Facebook message them, Instagram message them, whatever. Ask them, call them, whatever. Ask your parents. Get it close. Just kind of a fun little deal. The historical event we can show you at the end. I'm just going to have a link that you can see. We have birth date, birthplace, relationship, me. Okay, and then each slide will have, okay, so this is the previous slide button. So when you click on that, it'll go to Kayla. You notice that Savannah is the next picture. So there's Kayla. This is Savannah's slide. If she wanted to go to the next one, you would click on this, and that would take you to the following slide. So each button, if you wanted to click on this button, it would take you back to the home slide. Okay, and so that's kind of how we're going to be doing this and showing you around. I'll kind of show you real briefly. So if we go to Savannah, there's her page. And if you want to go to the next one, you go there. If you want to go back, you go back. You want to go to the home slide, go to the home slide. And that's how you'll put all these actions on all these. Now the second slide will only have a home slide taking you back, and then the next slide. We don't need a previous slide button because it already is home. Just like at the end, you don't have a next slide picture that will take you there because it's over. So you have a home button slide and then a previous button slide that corresponds with the previous picture of the previous person. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. I'll show you how to do it in PowerPoint. I'm going to do a real brief, quick little deal here. So you have your deal, and then you can put some pictures on it. Now, You might have to mess around. A lot of times you make it smaller with the corners, however you want to do it. But you can put these pictures on there, and like I said, you might have to make them significantly smaller. I might have messed with these already because they were quite big. Okay, and then you're just putting in different text boxes. So this is Todd and MB. And you might have to make the font smaller, you know, however you want to set this up. There we go. And then there's Todd and MB. So then you label this however you want. Again, insert text box. Okay, and so and so. And again, I'm not going to put 40 pictures up here, or all the pictures up here. Can't get all that together no matter what. But anyway, you would do the same thing, but you would have 9 of these, so that you'd have a total of 10. Each one of these needs to have a title. So this is Todd and Mary Beth. So then once you have the picture on your slide, you can go here, Command C, right? And then click on your slide somewhere, Command V. And this picture now corresponds with if you clicked on it here. You're going to need birth date, birthplace, relationship, historical event. You can fill those in usually at the end, or whenever. I guess it doesn't matter. But, one of the things you can do, if it'll let me highlight, it did. All right, you just got to click in there, sorry. And you can do Command C. I don't know what happened. Command V. There. And we can put this on there. And so this would be, but that way you don't have to type that out every time, You can do it for all these. You just got to move it around a little bit and figure it out and put it in there. But for our purposes, we have to have the picture here. Put it in there, birth date, birthplace, relationship. Then you need a home slide button. So the home slide button would be a picture of that, whatever picture you're going to use that represents the home slide. Okay, and we'll show you some of those examples again at the end. So this might be a picture that would represent the home slide. Todd and Mary Beth. Now we need a next slide, and then we don't need a previous slide because the home slide is the previous, right? Because this is the second slide. So what's the next slide? It is a birthing path. So we need to put this on here. You see how big these became when I put them on here, so you got to make them smaller. And you'll have to adjust. And what you guys can do if you're doing, the ones like I showed you, movies and TV shows and things, you're just going to have to get pictures, put them on your desktop, drag them on. You just go to Google Images and get them. It's super easy. But this would be the next slide. Okay, and then when you do that, so I copied and pasted that picture, because now it's all the same size. And then if you want, you can copy and paste this onto the slide. Oh, I don't want that. I thought I did it, sorry. It's not going to let me click. Okay. There we go. Okay, so then again, I will need a previous slide, which is Todd and Mary Beth. Oh. I'll need a previous slide, so I'm going to copy that. Paste Mary Beth and Todd's picture over here. And then I'll need a next person slide. And I kind of had this one set up already. So that'll be, this next person slide is Mike and Monica. You put it down there. And again, you're going to edit this and make it look nicer, and I'll show you some examples. But each slide will have a home slide, the picture of the people, that the person that you're talking about. If you click on this, it goes to the next slide person. And if you click on this, it goes to the previous slide. Again, the second slide won't have both previous and home because it's the same. Now, how do you go about doing this? You're in Google Slides, you're going to click on the picture. This is supposed to go to Jody and Pat. So you will go to Insert and Link. Once there, slides in the presentation now. This is why it's important to have the titles on there. Now again, we only did these four, but you would do it for all your family that you wanted to use. And you click it and link it there. And it'll be done. Again, how do you do it? Click on the slide, go to Insert, Link, Slides from the family. And then they do it again here. Insert, Link, Presentation. This would be Mike and Monica. Apply. Okay. So then, say we want to go here. We need this slide to link to the home. So you go Link, Slides, first slide. Apply. We want this picture to go to the next one. So we link in Slides and Presentation. And you can either choose Mike or Monica, or you can say last slide, next slide, first slide, previous slide, however you want to do it. If you already got set up, sometimes it's a little safer to do it that way, but there's multiple ways you can do it. So this is Todd and Mary Beth. Insert, link, slides, and if you wanted to, you can say previous slide. Excuse me. That'll take you back. So then, when we go to present this, you will have 9 pictures up here, but we don't. Let's say you want to go here. Jody and Pat, okay, there it goes. It takes you to that one. It's not the next slide, it's wherever it is in your presentation. If you want to go home, it takes you back home. Click on there. If you want to go to Mike and Monica, you click on that one. You want to go to Mary Beth and Todd, you click on that one. Now, I didn't put any actions on these, so I'll get stuck when you do that. But you do these actions. Oh, Mike, no, sorry. You do these actions for all of these buttons. And it's kind of a fun way of going about. So you can say first slide here and apply. So then when you get to the top, you want to present Jody and Pat. Go home. All right, go Jody and Pat. Go to Mike and Monica. Go home. And it just never stops because you're putting all those links on there. But you don't have to just go in order. You can always bounce around. And that's what we're asking you to do. Again, just to show you a couple more examples. Main slide has to have 9 peoples that are going to be represented by your family. You're going to have a text box to put their names by. When you click on Dad, it'll take you there. This is their next slide. So like what I showed you was just a basic way of the picture being of the next slide people. This is another clever way. You can have arrow. This could be the arrow for next slide. This was pointing backwards, previous slide, and you'd have that for all those. So that's kind of cool. Here's the Hawks. So they did a Hawks one. Birthday, birthplace, relationship on each one. Home slide, next person slide. So you see that's Brian Ferentz. So then when the next person slide comes up, it'll be Brian. You're going to go back. The Simpsons, this one they just found an arrow that they used. So you can do that as well. Put the arrows on there and then the home slide. And each time this person is clicked, so Tammy is Marge. Go there, there's Marge, Tammy. And it sets it all up for you. Okay. Again, a different way of doing the next slide. They got a possession arrow from the high school going left and possession arrow going back. They put the actions on those. Lauren did the Grey's Anatomy. You got the scalpel going one way, scalpel going the other. Next slide, previous slide. She's got all the characters. You again just get these. You can screenshot them. If you don't remember how to take screenshot, Command Shift 4, and you can set a screenshot, and it'll go to your desktop. And if you can't take the picture off of Google, maybe you can insert pictures that way. I don't know. You just gonna have to see. Everyone's gonna be a little different. I'll just kind of show you a few others. Cleveland show. Not super creative with the left and right, but it's a funny little show. Again, Parks and Rec, and they just used him they flip flopped the picture. So him pointing to the right, him pointing to the left. Kind of clever. So whatever kind of you decide. Again, they use this as the home slide. They always held pictures, so this is pretty clever how they had all the frames. In this show, if you ever watch Modern Family, then this takes you back to the previous slide. This takes you to the next slide, like we've been talking about. These, she found some cool little cute squirrely cube little arrows, so that's cool. Family picture like I was showing you. Simpsons, or no, South Park, the guys. And then Savannah that we showed you. So you're going to have the week to do this. You're going to have all 4 days. Hopefully you'll have some fun with it. It's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty creative way of doing things. It's pretty neat way of giving a presentation where you don't have to go in order. You can click. You can go back here if you want to talk about him. You can go to them. Once you click on it, it'll go straight there. I'm not showing you all these, running all of them, because it's just quicker not to. But I hope that makes sense, and wish you good luck.